Pottstown Aquarium Service.info. This used to be the 40-gallon breeder from Zilla that used to house our turtles. Our turtles have been rehomed. Each and every single one of them has been adopted and went to a loving new home. So now we have set this up to house corn snakes and rat snakes. We are going to try to actually successfully breed and crossbreed. We're looking for very cool hybrids. So we're going to be testing our know-how, and we're going to be trying on breeding those. We are looking for specific colors on these particular snakes, so we are going to take our time instead of actually just going for anything we find. Of course, the next reptile show at the Oaks Expo Center in Pennsylvania, in Oaks, Pennsylvania, is going to be on April 20th. That is 420, Earth Day. It's going to be a Saturday, and that's going to be one of our main places to go look for some of our potential snakes that we are going to probably be having on this habitat. Um, of course, we just set it up, everything inside. We have a fluorescent light bulb on top, which was the one from Whiteco's tank. Whiteco's all stretched up over there. There he is. Whiteconac is our 5'8" Dumero boa. He's the oldest one. He just ate his first chicken 2 days ago. I should say chick, not chicken. There he is. And then we have Ree, which just came off completely off her respiratory infection and is doing much better. She started feeding. Riri is right in there. She's still a baby, relatively. And Jacko didn't make it. Jacko was a little bit too far off on the respiratory infection, and of course, the 3 months without feeding didn't actually help him either. So he really didn't have a boost in his immune system whatsoever, just because he was already weakened by the non-feeding habit that he had for 3 months. So the antibiotic really didn't help him as much as it helped Riri over here. Okay, so this is our 40-gallon breeder. It has only a heat mat. It only has the fluorescent bulb on top so we can light it up so you can see inside. And we have one dome, just one little dome. We're going to actually upgrade those to the bigger domes, the ones that hold up to 150 watts, so we can put 75-watt basket bulbs on there. We are probably going to get blue ones. We don't want too much heat. If I want to provide something as a main heat source, it will be a heat mat. I will probably put a bigger heat mat down there. But I will show you as I go. I only just prepared the tank. We just prepared the tank so we can see what we are going to work with. Basically, that's all we did. So that's our 40-gallon breeder after we just rehomed the aquatic turtles that was in it. After cleanup and rearranging, it's now ready for our corn snakes. And like I said, Pottstown Aquarium Service.info, and we're going to be at the Reptile Show at Oaks, PA on April 20th. That is 420. Earth Day at Oaks, PA, the Reptile Show. Super East Coast Reptile Shows. All right. Pottstown Aquarium Service.info. And this is just an update on our saltwater 15-gallon column tank. Just to show you how everything's going. Everything's been doing well. I have made some additions in there. We have a lot of life and a lot of movement going in and a lot of color. One thing I do want to point out, I did add that little in water filter pump, which is that guy right there on that corner. Okay. We did get some more live rock, so as you can see, we have a very nice full rock habitat in there. We have some Cody anemones. That's a neon dotty back. We have a flower anemone, Caribbean pygmy angel, maroon clownfish. They're gonna get huge, but I'm not expecting them to stay too long in the tank. Of course, I have the benefit of having a pet store in my area that if it's too big for your tank, they will take them. So we do take them down there. You can always ask your local pet store if they do this for you. I do have some area pet stores that do that for your customers. There's our dragon wrasse. So this is pretty much our community over here. We aren't adding no more fish. We are pretty much at our max. Probably a little bit overcrowded just because of how big the maroons can get. There's our chocolate chip starfish, which rarely comes down, only comes down when it's hungry. So we probably gotta feed him. Then we have our hermit crab. He already molted in there once. You can see his little pieces left behind right there. So that's our hermit crab. And then of course we have our damsels. We have some Astrea snails. I do want to get some more snails, because that's the only Astrea snail left. The turbo snails actually ended up dying for some reason. I have no idea what happened. I did have some fluctuations on the pH. I fixed that with a product from Kent that I will show you. And we have the flame scallop, and that's that guy right there. Very cool guy, the flame scallop. I gotta actually wipe this glass again. I was just having my hand in there and I just started squirting the water out. Oh, he's very nice. Very nice. But before I even do that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wipe also the algae. For that, I bought this guy. Okay, so this is a JW glass aquarium scrubber. Of course, I did buy some more special blend. I always add a little bit of special blend every now and then just to lower nitrate levels. Before I do that, I do want to try to check my pH and everything else. I need to check my salinity. But when my pH went down and I needed to rise it, I did use this guy. and it's 1 teaspoon every 48 hours, and then you just check your pH to see if it's already at your desired point, and then you just discontinue usage. Um, it worked out for me. In 4 days, I brought my pH from I will say 7.8 to an 8.4. So it worked out for me. Of course, it actually has to do with, um, of course, what type of tap water do you have, and townships use, of course, different chemicals in their water and how they treat it. So if it works for me, it might not work for you. Um, but it's a good thing to try. My tap water does come out as a 7.2 uh, from my tap, city water. Okay. Uh, so just showing you an update on how we're doing on there. As you can see, I eliminated the plastic plant. I just have more of habitat form with more live rock, and I do have like probably around, I would say, 8 pieces of live rock. So I have a lot of caves and crevices going on in there, as you can see. So there's a lot of hiding spots around there, and ooh, there's a lot of algae on this side, so we need to get rid of that. There's another anemone. There's a starfish. Alright, Pottstown Aquarium Service.info. That's an update on our saltwater aquarium.